All right. Good morning, everybody. Or should I say good afternoon? It is 12:01. Let me hear you guys say, Tiki Man Radio. One more time, louder. And you love Coastal Confessions. Guys, thanks so much. This is the day 3 of the 8th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase. I'm telling you what, this is going to be a fun day. All the other 2 days were great. This is going to be a great one. It's also going to be a fun one because we got a lot of great artists that are playing up here. We got the SAC Awards coming up in a little bit. Cammy's Grammy is going to be up here after Jason AC plays, and we're going to hear a little bit from them. And we're just going to have a great time. Don't forget, we got a tip bucket up here. Show the love to the artist. We love our artists. And I'm going to shut up and turn it over to Jason AC to the stage, everybody.
Down to the Gulf just to get away for a long weekend. I had no plans to stay. Got $3 shades that I ain't scared to lose, and a brand new grass skirt, island girl tattoo. I walk everywhere, don't really need a car. Hotel to the water really ain't that far. Didn't take long, I kind of settled in. Now I don't know if I'm going home again. I got rum in my cup, flip-flops in the sand, and this beach bar's got a pretty good little 3-piece band. My ambition's on a mission to waste away, I guess. Don't need to watch all the clocks say 5. I'm really not trying, but somehow I'll survive. No, I ain't sunk down to the status beach bum yet, but I'm a work in progress. I finally figured out when the locals say they wish the coast was clear, they want me to go away. But I'll be wearing out my welcome for a couple more days with a big straw hat that keeps the sun at bay. I got rum in my cup, flip-flops and sand, and this beach bar's got a pretty good little 3-piece band. My ambition's on a mission to waste away, I guess. Don't need to watch all the clocks say 5. I'm really not trying, but somehow I'll survive. No, I ain't sunk down to the status of beach bum yet, but I'm a work in progress. Met a senorita on the beach last night. Talked her up for hours, thought I was doing all right. But when I made my move, she let out a big yell. Said a beach bum like me ain't got a chance in hell. But I got rum in my cup, flip-flops and sand, and this beach bar's got a pretty good little reggae band. My ambition's on a mission to waste away, I guess. Don't need to watch all the clocks say 5. I'm really not trying, but somehow I'll survive. I ain't sunk down to the status beach bum yet. No, I ain't sunk down to the status beach bum yet, but I'm a work in progress. Yeah, I'm a work in progress. Yeah, I'm a work in progress. All right, it's work in progress. Hey, JJ, I lost my vocal in the monitor here. It's like gone. Hey, like it dropped significantly in volume. Check one, just one. It's like it had a brown out there for a minute and just kind of lost power or something. Check one. All right. Y'all, this is my first time playing music in Key West. How about Roger, huh? How about Roger Jokola? Give him a hand. Where'd he go? I can't play all those jazz chords, so be willing to be disappointed in my chord selection. This song, it requires a little bit of sing-along. This song did really well for me last year, and actually one of the lines was influenced by a place that we were here, and there was a poster on the wall or something that said, this margarita tastes like I'm going to miss my flight. And I took a picture of it, and I put that in this song, kind of, but this is Heaven Must Be an Island, so I need y'all to sing along. Your part is, it's real easy, your part is, whoa, 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 heaven must be an island, and it's that simple. Y'all want to practice it one time, just to make sure? Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Whoa, 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 heaven must be an island. That's it, that's all you got to do. Nobody hurting, nobody crying, nobody missing their old life. People chilling, people willing to accidentally, purposely miss their flight. Still drums ringing, angels singing, ocean air making me some brand new skin. Birds of a feather flocking together, feels like a paradise I'm standing in. Everybody's happy, everybody's smiling, that's why I think heaven must be an island. Here's your part. Whoa, whoa, heaven must be an island. Whoa, whoa, heaven must be an island. See, that was easy. Music playing, palm trees swaying, salty breeze blowing like a sweet reward. Sailboat sailing, Bob Marley wailing, make you sing hallelujah and praise the Lord. Everybody's happy, everybody's smiling, that's why I think heaven must be an island. Whoa, whoa, heaven must be an island. Whoa, whoa, heaven must be an island. Soaking up rays 'cause our work's all done. Bathing in the light, worshiping the sun. Everybody's happy, everybody's smiling, nobody hurting, ain't nobody crying. Everybody needs some salt water baptizing, that's why I think heaven must be an island. Whoa, whoa, heaven must be an island. Whoa, whoa, heaven must be an island. Sing it with me. Whoa, whoa, heaven must be an island. Whoa, whoa, heaven must be an island. Thank you, thank you. Hey, JJ, can I get a little bit more guitar in the monitor, if you don't mind? I like it hot, hot, hot. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to take y'all back 10 years. I wrote this song in 2014, and this was really the turning point in my writing. I quit trying to write songs to get cut on radio, and I started just writing songs for me and about who I was and what I was thinking. And this is probably the first turn where I turned away from Nashville and turned towards the water with this song. It's called Across the Water. across the water. Over there, far and yonder, I long and stare. Maybe someday you'll hear me across the water upon the sea. Now I have read all the tales of men of courage, shipwrecks and whales, salty captains, windy gales. They fill my dreams and fill my sails across the water. Over there, far and yonder, I long and stare. Maybe someday you'll hear me across the water upon the sea. Now my eyes caress the horizon, 'cause it's someplace I've never been, and I won't look back to the pylons as I cast my cares to the wind. Across the water, over there, far and yonder, I long and stare. Maybe someday you'll hear me across the water upon the sea. Now I'm not sure if I'm brave or bold, but I want what's waiting past sandy shoals, and I pray adventure will yet unfold before I'm gone or just too old. Across the water, over there, far and yonder, I long and stare. Maybe someday you'll hear me across the water upon the sea. Or maybe someday you'll dream of me across the water upon the sea. All right, thank y'all. All right. A few years ago, we went down to Cozumel, Mexico, and stayed at a pretty nice resort down there. And I was trying to find an idea for a song, and finally, by the end of the week, I was like, this whole experience is a song, writing about this. And I came up with this song. It's called "Gringo in Paradise." And when I got through with it, I played it for my 21-year-old daughter, and she said, "That's racist." I said, "No, it's not racist. I'm the gringo." And but another fun fact about this song, who in here is old enough to remember the song Wooly Bully? Yeah, Wooly Bully. Well, with my producer, they were putting this song together, they lifted the count off for this song out of Wooly Bully, and they counted off in Spanish. I was like, well, I like that, but I don't want to get sued for them, so we had to recreate it, and I got my son to sing that part. If you hear it on the album, hear the count off, that's my son doing that part. So here's Gringo in Paradise. Well, I picked up a little Spanish down here on vacation. I got a little sunburn on the lower latitude. Gracias, amigo, and una más cerveza roll off of my tongue and his bartender approved, 'cause I tip him well. A gringo in paradise. Well, this place is really something. It's got everything I've needed. Hot tubs, swimming pools, hammocks on the beach, endless buffet evenings, bottomless mojitos. Makes me think the good life might not be out of reach. It was an easy sell. A gringo in paradise. I'm sure every man from middle class has had this dream I'm dreaming. And with every margarita, I get deeper in my scheming. I can liquidate and relocate and wear a big sombrero. I never have to work again, live like a millionaire. 9-to-5 farewell. A gringo in paradise. In the house. Well, I've got to find an angle, make this really happen. I'll talk to my banker when I get back to the States. Spend some time on Zillow, looking for a villa. There's bound to be a good deal right outside the gates of this resort hotel. A gringo in paradise. I'm sure every man from middle class has had this dream I'm dreaming. And with every margarita, I get deeper in my scheming. I can liquidate, relocate, and wear a big sombrero. I never have to work again, live like a millionaire. 9-to-5 farewell. A gringo in paradise. America, farewell. A gringo in paradise. Gringo in paradise. I'm sure we've all felt that way from time to time when we go somewhere and don't want to come back. All right, this next song, I wrote this about my grandfather. I had the title sitting around in a list, and it sounded like a drinking song, but I thought about the story that I never got to go fishing with my grandfather. They went hand grabbing back in the rivers around the Mississippi Delta town where I'm from, and they would bring back catfish bigger than I was, and I never got to go fishing with him because I was pretty little when he died. But that's how I came up with this. It's called Tying One On. Oh, 14 foot, 9.9. We drag it down to the lake by 5. And he showed me how to tie one on. Put on his glasses, lick his fingers. It wouldn't be long when we'd have heavy stringers. That's what I think about now that he's gone. Is tying one on, not knowing what we'd get, learning much more than getting our lines when there'd be lessons on life. You're either wrong or you're right. Make a cast, get a bite. I learned it all from tying one on. I couldn't sit still or shut my mouth. I didn't know what he was talking about when he told me about the one that got away. I was 18 when it finally made sense. I missed a good one, and I was convinced that he knew it all. And I wish today that we were tying one on, not knowing what we'd get, learning much more, and getting our lines when there'd be lessons on life. You're either wrong or you're right. Make a cast, get a bite. I learned it all from tying one on. I often wonder where I'd be today without all the things that he had to say. That tackle box was full of love and hooks, educating me more than any book. We were tying one on, not knowing what we'd get, learning much more than getting our lines when there'd be lessons on life. You're either wrong or you're right. Make a cast, get a bite. I learned it all from tying one on. From tying one on. We were tying one on. Just tying one on. Thank you. All right, this next song, this is the first song I ever released to the trop rock world, ever put it out there, and it did really well for me. I got the idea, actually, the last time I was down here in Key West at some favorite little bars of ours. We went to Schooner's Wharf. We really liked that place, and some places up in Key Largo, like the Caribbean Club and what's the Big Chill there. The Big Chill has the best rum runners, I think, so far that I found. At least on that day, that was the best. Might not be anymore, but this has a sing-along part too. And I must say that this song, Danny Lynn, Tiki Man Danny Lynn, are you listening, Danny? Danny. I have to say that this song was not written about you, although everybody thought it was. We'll just go with it? Okay, all right, we'll just go with it.
I know it wasn't written about it.
But this has got a sing-along part in the chorus, and I'm going to have you practice it real quick. It says, I'm going to say, ain't going to think about work, and you say, no, we ain't. And then I say, I can't remember how it goes. Ain't going to think about work, no, we ain't. Ain't going to set no alarm, we'll sleep late. So that's your part. No, we ain't, and we'll sleep late. We're going to practice it one time. Are you ready? Ain't going to think about work. No, we ain't. Ain't going to set no alarm. We'll sleep late. That's it. You got it. And then at the end it says Tiki Man Says. But anyway, you'll catch on. Don't need a reason to hang out with my friends. We meet up where the road to the water ends. Like this place, a tiki bar that's more like a little shed, where the sign reads, we do things in here 'cause Tiki Man says. Ain't no dress code or maitre d'. You'll fit right in with flip-flops and cut-off jeans. The rum runners are cheap and they're the best. Yeah, we'll never shut it down till Tiki Man says. Here we go. Ain't gonna think about work. No, we ain't gonna set no stay all night for a good time we'll never forget. 'Cause Tiki Man says, Pedro keeps the music playing hot. He claims that he takes requests, but he's not. But he'll play boat drinks for all the parrot heads. And son of a sailor, 'cause Tiki Man says, here we go, ain't gonna think about work, no we ain't gonna set no alarm, we'll sleep late, we're gonna stay all night for a good time we'll never forget. 'Cause Tiki Man says, yeah, we might dance on the bars, Tiki Man says, might go too far, 'cause Tiki Man says, might tell a few lies, 'cause Tiki Man says, might watch a sunrise, 'cause Tiki Man says, we're gonna stay all night for a good time we'll never forget. 'Cause Tiki Man says, because Tiki Man says. All right, thank y'all. Because B-Man says, it don't have the right ring to it. Well, this song was born in the wintertime, thinking about summertime, which a lot of my songs are, when you just can't go outside. And this is my wife's favorite song on the disc. There she goes, on cue. There we go. And this is going to be the next release off the album. If y'all didn't know, I had an album come out October 4th called Finally. Go check it out on all the platforms. Appreciate that. We're going to do a campaign when it gets really cold this winter, probably January. I'm going to time the release of this song, and we've got a little campaign put together. So if you follow me, you'll figure out what it is. But this is called Umbrella Drinks. She's a little salty today. Guess I don't blame her. The traffic and the concrete keep trying to tame her, but I can bail her out before she sinks with umbrella drinks. Well, this winter time is brutal on her barefoot addiction. And daylight savings ushers in another intervention. Sometimes she needs rescue from the brink with umbrella drinks. Yeah, she'll have visions of so white sand crunching between her toes on a beach in Alabama or way down in Mexico. When I can see her struggle, I try to keep her dreams afloat. Yeah, I can tell when she starts to think about umbrella drinks. Well, this fireplace is keeping us pretty lazy. She's staring out the window, waiting on purple daisies. But there's no need for therapy or a shrink, just umbrella drinks. Yes, she'll have visions of so white sand crunching between her toes on a beach in Alabama or way down in Mexico. When I can see dreams afloat. Yeah, I can tell when she starts to think about umbrella dreams. Yeah, well, she thinks snow is pretty, but it just lasts too long. She'll be digging out her flip-flops as soon as it is gone. Then I'll break out the blender and I'll sing a summer song. 'Cause I can tell when she starts to think. Sometimes she needs rescue from the brink with umbrella dreams. With umbrella dreams. Ooh, thank you. Let me tune this thing real quick. Thank you. There we go. So I met this guy at the bar last night, and it was one of those surreal moments where you think, am I talking to a real life pirate right now? And pretty cool dude. We invited him out here today. I don't think he made it. He was in pretty bad shape last night, but he told us some pretty crazy stories, and of course it might turn it into a song at some point. But anybody drinking rum out there right now? Who's drinking rum besides my wife? I know she is. This song, I had the idea for this song. I guess y'all want to hear the stories behind the songs, right? So I had this title, and I think I came up with it. You remember John Anderson's song, Tequila Talking? He had that song. I think I heard that, and I said, I ought to write a song called Rum Talking, and that would be more up my alley, because I really don't like tequila. But so I had the title for a long time, and I kind of had the melody, but I didn't really know what the song was going to be about. All I had was a title. I didn't know what it meant until I finally figured out that it's not the rum talking. And so I put the opposite twist on it and made this. And this is my latest release. It's out right now and doing very well. And I appreciate if y'all call in or text in and request it on Tiki Man Radio and get this thing going. Oh, and this song was #1 this week on Beach Radio, so it's doing pretty good for me. It's called Rum Talking. Tongue gets a little loose after a few go down, and you might not hold me to every word I let slip out loud, but I swear I really mean it. No, I ain't just blowing smoke. You might think I'm telling white lies, but honey, this ain't no joke, and it ain't the rum talking when I'm coming on so strong. Yeah, it ain't the rum talking. Girl, I felt like this for so long. It ain't the wind, it ain't the waves when I'm loving on you this way. It ain't the sand, and it ain't the sun, and it ain't the rum talking. Sometimes I can stretch the truth, trying to make you smile. And there's some things that you need to hear I ain't said in a while. We don't always get this chance at home, 'cause life gets in the way. But there's something about this sunset, sure makes it easy to say. And it ain't the rum talking talking. When I'm coming on so strong, it ain't the rum talking. Girl, I felt like this for so long. It ain't the wind, it ain't the waves. When I'm loving on you this way, it ain't the sand, and it ain't the sun, and it ain't the rum talking. It took me a little while to figure out how these words would flow. Now I'm saying what I mean, meaning what I say. 'Cause girl, I want you to know that it ain't the rum talking. When I'm coming on so strong, it ain't the rum talking. Girl, I felt like this for so long. It ain't the wind, it ain't the waves. When I'm loving on you this way, it ain't the sand, and it ain't the sun, and it ain't the rum talking. Yeah, it ain't the sand, and it ain't the sun, and it ain't the rum talking. Yeah, it ain't the rum talking. No, it ain't the rum talking. Ooh, thank y'all. That is rum talking. You know, I dressed up and wore some socks. Then I figured I better change into flip-flops for this event. So this song didn't make it on this album, but it's definitely going on the next album because we wanted to do a big video for it, but we really didn't have the place. But anyway, a few years ago, we put in a swimming pool. It was my wife's dream to have a swimming pool. So we got a semi-in-ground pool. But the catch was we got such a good deal on it, but I had to put it together. I had to dig the hole, level it all out, put it all together, build it, put the water in it. And then I had to learn how to take care of it because I had never had a pool before. Take care of all the chemicals and keep it clean and all that mess. And one day during the summer when my wife was floating around on a float with a umbrella drink in her hand, and I was up on the side with the net, like cleaning the pool out, and she said, "I sure do like my pool, boy." And I said, "Okay." Ding, ding, that went off in my head, and I put that in my little list, pool boy. So if you have a pool, you might enjoy this. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be on the next album. It's called Pool Boy. You look like you come from money. They've probably got a big house on the beach, sitting there with your dry martini, looking like you're out of my reach. Ain't trying to be your next ex-husband, don't want to be your dream come true. Come on, look down your nose for a minute. Let me share my plan with you. I could be your pool boy, I could be your summertime man. I'll even work for free rent. My skills are highly in demand. I can bring you drinks poolside. Can even run the grill if I need to. Yeah, I can keep you suntan if you keep me employed. I could be your pool boy. Somebody said your pool stays dirty. They wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Rumor has it that you're fond of the younger generation and a sucker for the Espanol. Te gustan las margaritas, senora. I learned that in old Cozumel. Just let me at your skimmer. I can have it clean by dinner. You'll be throwing money at me like a wishing well, 'cause I should be your pool boy. I should be your summertime man. I'll even work for free rent. My skills are highly in demand. I can bring you drinks poolside. Can even run the grill if I need to. Yeah, I can keep you suntan if you keep me employed. I could be your pool boy. Well, you can call me Jose and show me off to all your friends. But I can't promise that they won't recognize me or recommend that I should be your pool boy. I should be your summertime man. I'll even work for free rent. Skills are highly in demand. I can bring you drinks poolside. Can even oil you up if I need to. Yeah, I can keep you suntan if you keep me employed. Yeah, I'll work hard, 'cause you're bound to enjoy. I could be your pool boy. Yeah, I could be your pool boy. I could be your pool boy. Could be your pool boy. Yeah, thank you. Be watching for that one on the next album. It's close enough for government work up there. So I guess I got time for one more, and I want to thank Danny Lynn. Thank you so much for inviting me down here. I appreciate it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So this last song is on the album also. This is another song born in the wintertime, thinking about summertime. And a couple of years ago, it was like 7 below zero on this particular day. And I was driving home in a 95 Jeep YJ with a soft top on it. And if you know anything about old Jeeps, the heaters are terrible. They barely keep up on a day when it's 50 degrees or 40 degrees. And nonetheless, I was freezing to death coming home. And I got home and opened up my weather app to see what it was. And if you're anything like me, you keep a bunch of different places, like your favorites on your weather app, places you like to go, like Key West or somewhere in the Virgin Islands or somewhere where your family lives. And that's what I did. And I opened it up, and it said it was 75 in St. John. And I texted my wife. I said, yeah, it's 7 below here, but it's 75 in St. John. And so another idea was born, and I came up with this, 75 in St. John. Thank y'all for having me. This is my last song. Appreciate it. They've been laying down salt for 3 days now, warning everyone to let a faucet drip. And I got caught in the grocery store behind a big line of people pushing big loads. I'm sure they wiped out all the bread and milk. But baby, I hear it's 75 in St. John. Ain't no snow, no icy patches, only salt we'll need to be on the rim of our glasses. According to the weather app on my phone, just need a bathing suit and what we got on, 'cause it's 75 in St. John. Well, I can see us right now in some white sand secluded place, where every day is bound to bring another high. Covered up with copper tone, watching sailboats go by in a world of our own. I'm sure it feels like the middle of July. Oh, we'll get by, 'cause it's 75 in St. John. Ain't no snow, no icy patches, only salt we'll need to be on the rim of our glasses. According to the weather app on my phone, just need a bathing suit and what we got on, 'cause it's 75 in St. John. What do you say? We'll have our own kind of weather delay. 'Cause it's 75 in St. John. Ain't no snow, no icy patches. Only salt we'll need to be on the rim of our glasses. According to the weather app on my phone, just need a bathing suit and what we got on. 'Cause it's 75 in St. John. Yeah, it's 75 in St. John. Yeah, 75 in St. John. Yeah, 75. We might get burned, but we'll feel alive. Yeah, it's 75 in St. John. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate that.
Jason AC, everybody. Give him up. Give your hands up there. Applause, applause. Man, you got some great lyrics. I love it. I love it. So cool. Thanks to all my volunteers supporting us on these last 3 days. Appreciate it. Thank you to the sound man, JJ. Give it up for JJ.
All right, let's pull a stage. Can you hear us okay?
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Let's see here.
You're not, yeah.
How about now?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, good, man. Good set, man.
That
Appreciate
was great.
Yeah, welcome to the Songwriters Showcase, man. This is our 8th year doing this, and finally, I was glad that we had it all worked out to where we could get you in it this year.
Man, it was great, and I really appreciate you asking me to come down. It was I never played in Key West, so this kind of
Really?
you helped me check a bucket list out.
Well, that's awesome, and of course, it's streaming out on YouTube, and when I get back to the studio, I'll cut some of it separately out, and I'll let you know and put it out there on YouTube for you, some of those performances. Sounds like you got a ton of new music you're working on.
Well, I just put out an album, the whole album.
Yep.
5 previously released songs and 5 new songs on this album.
Yeah.
But I'm already working on the next album. A lot of songs that didn't make it on this album, I'm kind of looking at releasing them the next year, or probably do maybe an EP or a couple of singles this coming in 25, and then maybe a full album in 26.
Yeah, EPs seem to be kind of the way to go with everything these days, with the streaming and everything. So, but, everybody wants to do their own thing.
But I'm old school. I wanted a quote-unquote album.
Right.
That was like another bucket list. I just had to have the whole thing together.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, listen, tell everybody out there that what part of the world you live in?
I live in Middle Tennessee, right outside of Nashville.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so do you go to Nashville a lot, do songwriting or anything like that?
I play kind of around Nashville, the outskirts, because I really don't like playing downtown anymore. I used to do that a whole lot, but it's so crazy and hectic there now, it's just not even worth going down there.
Yeah,
it's kind of insane, too, and not a lot of money there either. They say, hey, if you won't play, get up there and play.
Right. There's 100 guys that's better than you anyway that'll do it. So.
Exactly.
Well, you got to come over to the summer party next summer. July the 11th, I believe it is, isn't it?
It's the 11th or 12th, one of those two.
12th, something like that.
It's wherever the Saturday after
the 4th.
The 4th, yeah.
Okay.
But so tell everybody out there how they can find your music and all that good stuff.
Well, probably Facebook is my main way to go. If you get in touch with me, Jason AC on Facebook, and then I got Jason AC Official on Instagram and Jason AC Official on YouTube.
Right.
But the album's out on anywhere you stream or wherever you get your music, it's out there.
Yeah. Well, I always tell them, Tiki Man says, yeah, that's written about me. Yeah, absolutely. So, we're just going to roll with it, But,
okay.
Mr. Sam Rainwater coming up next, man. I really appreciate you making time. Are you doing anything else down here while you're here?
Well, somebody just asked me this morning to come over to Margaritaville and maybe sit in with them over there, but that's about it.
Is that all just over at Margaritaville? Okay. What do you think about this venue?
Have you ever heard of that place?
Nah, it's a little place over there off of Duval Street. It's okay, I mean, the food's all right. They got a hell of a T-shirt place. But
I know it.
This ain't a bad gig right here. there either.
No, you know, as many times as I've been to Key West, I've never been in this bar.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people tell us that. You know, Tom Shepard played here a couple years ago, and he'd never played that stage before. And it's so nice. We got so much room out here, and we got the Navy cooking the hamburgers and hot dogs, and they got open air, and it's just nice back here, man.
And I like the big ceiling fan. It's pretty cool, too.
We call it the big ass fan. Yeah.
And that's actually what it's called.
I know, I saw it.
Yeah,
We'll come around here. We're going to get a picture with you right quick, man. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to get ready for Sam Rainwater coming up here, the rocket scientist himself, you know. So, all right, Jason Acey, everybody. Thank you, brother.
Brought to you by Tiki Man Radio.